Friday everyone, and welcome to the Lazy Redhead. And if you don't know, I am the Lazy Redhead. I'm sat on the floor on account that my husband stole back the office chair. But he stole it back and didn't use it for like 2.5 hours. So we've been demoted to the floor, which I'm not mad about because it's sunny out and I've got my doors open, so it's not all bad. This week I've called it Summer of 23, which basically I'm going to go over the work I've done this summer and just kind of give you a bit of a backstory as to why this body of work is quite significant actually. We're also going to go to a couple of the places that inspired this body of work. Obviously we can't go to them all because we'll be here forever. Sorry, there's people outside just living their lives and I can't sit in the studio without the door open. We would die. So we'll start off our journey at a place called Cartmel. Cartmel is like a small village town in the Lake District. It's significant because it's where the chef Simon Rogan resides. That's where he kind of is based. And I decided to go there with my husband and we were having a meal at Rogan & Co, which was delicious. We sat before our reservation. We decided to sit there, have a drinky poos. I'll do a sketch-a-rooney. I was quite happy with this sketch actually. One of the things I noticed with this sketch actually is the Pitt pens. The Faber-Castell Pitt pen is going to be one of my new investments. I need to get them. I love observing the world around me. There's something just so serene and everything, and I think this is what this body of work really represents. It's my first body of work since I've started this journey. Like I feel like very accomplished about it, and it's that sense of discovery. There's something beautiful in that, isn't there? For me, they are filled with nostalgia, memories, and what I always refer to is a sense of place. Inspiration comes in all forms, and so I found this floor, this tiled floor. You know, you get them in the entrances and it's absolutely stunning, the blue, and I think that's what it's about. It's about that discovery. I get so excited when I've come across things like that, a tiled floor of all things. So I had to shoot it obviously to show you guys what I meant, otherwise you'd think I'm insane. My husband found this place in a place called Cleta and it's beautiful. I'm definitely going to go back there and have a little sketch-a-rooney. Just the sound of the water alone. There's no traffic. It's on like tiny little roads. There's this beautiful bridge. Hardly anyone goes there. Got benches made out of stones. Very odd. It's a really great place to just go and just be, but I haven't had a chance to go back yet, but I'm really looking forward to it. Draw that bridge. One of my main places to go, if I'm anywhere, I'll be there. And that is Ennerdale. Ennerdale is a place that I go, you'll see the hill there or the fell there, and that's called Crag Fell. We've walked up it a few times, but it's where I take my kids, my fur children, for their walk, and where I have a lot of memories with my husband. My favourite memory was memory in the snow. I'll just pop that in there actually. Our favourite day is when we had heavy snow. It wasn't there for long, but it was there long enough for us, and Winston was just so happy. He was diving in the snow and it was on his head and he was rolling around in it. She couldn't do it because the snow would go up her nose and then she would hack it up. Nightmare. But it was a brilliant day. It's one of my favourite memories. As you'll see from some of these photos, all of which were taken at Ennerdale, you'll see that same sort of composition, same textures throughout my work. And lastly, but by no means least, my home. It's an extension of my work in a lot of ways. The plants I plant, the textures, the colours, everything has kind of been curated by me and is an almost extension of my work in a lot of ways. I get a lot of inspiration from my garden, and again that view is actually Ennerdale. So that's kind of where I get my inspiration. Why this body of work means so much to me is because they're kind of like tethered to what I associate as my comfort zone. I get quite bad anxiety when I'm outside of that comfort zone, certainly if my husband isn't about. I don't know why. It's just the way I was built. And over the years, as I've gotten older or more selective about what I do with my time, it's gotten profoundly worse. So it's kind of like all my work is a reflection of what my world looks like, how I've created my world. And when I talk about this sense of place, I know that a lot of exhibitions and a lot of books and a lot of catalogues have been entitled with a sense of place, but what that means for me is summer 23 is like a through the looking glass moment, like an illustration of the way I see the world I've created for myself. And so that's why summer 23 is a huge milestone for me. It's my first bona fide body of work that I've created since I started this entire journey, literally from my first video. I've learned a lot, and even within this body of work, there is an evolution in it, actually. I just love it. Every piece I do, I learn something new. It inspires workshops, it inspires the exercises I'm creating at the moment, it inspired the sketchbook party, and it inspired the kind of framework for Patreon. So on to the announcements. Just smack myself onto the announcements, right? There's no real order to do it in. Okay, let's bring up the website. There we go, right. So there's a new body of work on what's called the carousel. But if we go into shop, you'll see a new tab called The Real McCoy. This is all my originals. Every single original that is on a piece of paper that I can sell is on there. Some of the work though, you'll find in prints are not available to sell as an original. That's because they've been taken out my sketchbooks. I've converted them into prints from my sketchbook, and I can't obviously sell them, but if they were on a bit of paper, they were in The Real McCoy. I know. It was very hard for me to let go and to just accept that there are a lot of people that have been asking for the originals to become available for sale. So let's go on to Dreaming, just as an example. Basically what you have there is you have the postage packaging, so it's the amount plus the postage packaging. The postage packaging will only be available in tracking, and I hope you can appreciate why I would hate for you to invest that kind of money and fair distribution to fail. Summer 23 is now available in prints, and that includes A6, A5, A4 and A3. For those of you who don't know what those sizes are, there is a conversion table at the bottom of each page, which I think I've converted into inches. So let's go home to another announcement. We are live. Patreon is live now. 2 of you found it without me telling you. Naughtinesses, and have signed up. Thank you so much for becoming my patron. Patreon's live, so yes, can you even handle it? I'm just so delighted that it's live. It did take me a while to get my head around it because it's not something I'm used to. I haven't done it before. We might have a few creases to iron out, but I am absolutely sure that a lot of you will be quick to inform me, and thank you for that. On my homepage there is links, and you can click the image and it will take you to the Patreon, or you can click the Get the Plus. I've now got 3 platforms, so let's just sort of whatever. Platform 1 is obviously my YouTube, which is where I do a lot of my vlogging. We'll be discussing like new ideas coming out and about, you know, being all very practical and proactive about it. I have a sketchbook party on YouTube as well, which I've spoken about a few times. The sketchbook party basically is sketchbook related content, sketchbook related exercises and workshop. It kind of gives you an opportunity to utilize your sketchbook in a way that's going to actually benefit your practice. If all you do is sketchbook related stuff, brilliant, it's still great for that. But if you're wanting to use it as a tool to extend your practice, then obviously the membership program is good for that as well. That is also linked below in the description box. And the Patreon, what the Patreon is very much a practical application. That is a practical community. So they will be getting a lot of courses, exercises and challenges. So that's kind of what Patreon is geared towards. And also, just before I go, we have had a delivery. Well, let's show you what it is actually. That's right, we have had a delivery. Okay, so number 1, I've got my sketchbook party stickers now available. They will be available to purchase just as a funny, if you like, on the website. So there's that one. But I will also be doing giveaways very soon when we hit the milestone. So when we hit 25, I'll be doing a giveaway, as well as another couple of major giveaways. I'll be doing the same with Patreon when my Patreon ones arrive, but they haven't arrived yet. Rude. We have got Be Creepy. Be Creepy is the Halloween. It's one of my favorites, and you'll be able to see them on my computer there. So we've got, there we go, Be Creepy, Silly Sausage Roll, and You Are Delish. The Silly Sausage Roll and You Are Delish, probably the Be Creepy as well. They're all available. They'll be available to purchase on my website, which is also linked below. But I will be doing giveaways when we hit the 1,000 subscriber mark. Look how cute they are. Oh, I'm just so delighted. I'm so delighted with the quality. These are bomb-proof as well, guys. So you can put them on your water bottles. You can submerge them in water. You can do whatever you want with them. They are literally a bomb-proof. They've come out so well, haven't they? What do you think? How well have they come out? Oh, I love them so much. I'm probably gonna have to buy a new Mac when they start to fill up. Actually, I haven't even done the sketchbook party one. Rude. So you'll see here. There we go. Comes off really easy. There is the sketchbook party one there. So happy. Now obviously the sketchbook party one is for sketchbook party members, but if you're not part of it but you love the sketchbook party, just do it. You can put it on the front of your sketchbook and say, we're going to go for a sketchbook party, and create your own party. I know this was a lot this week. I'm going to show you the body of work now, but I hope you love it. Stick around to have a perusal at them. If not, then by all means go over to the website and have a look-see. Thank you so much for your support. You've made this all possible. I would not be here if it weren't for you guys, so thank you very much for that. Next week, I don't know what's happening next week. I've got a few ideas brewing. I've just kind of been filming, and then collating the footage. And then when one idea starts to get towards the end, I just go at it hell for leather to get it finished and out to you. That's kind of my process at the moment. Anyway, I love you guys, and I'll speak to you later. Mwah!